gonna hold you. No matter how many times I do this, still gets like a little bit of butterflies.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's cute.
I just feel like, this is gonna get released like to everybody.
People
Yo, look at this stupid, ignorant motherfucker. Don't even know what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of vulnerability that goes into
putting out
these type of things. Entertainment, music, all that stuff.
I was just talking about the other day, like every time I put out stuff that I feel proud of for myself, when you got to share it with people, it's kind of like, I hate this. I hate it. You can ignore it. Thanks.
Do you get like imposter syndrome? I think that's the phrase for it. Imposter syndrome?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you feel like you get that like a good amount? Because I feel like I get that all the time.
Yeah. No, absolutely I do. I feel like I try to work on it though. Just I at least like reminding myself like, hey, you are great. Yeah. Wake up in the morning and do your affirmations.
It's on the mirror in your bathroom.
You're like crying, like, I'm doing a great job.
I am Parisse.
I am P. I am P.
But obviously, you're gonna have your days where you're like, it's just kicking your ass.
Yeah. So. Can you give me 2 situations, not to put you on the spot, where it overcame you and you wound up not doing what you wanted to do, and another situation where you were able to overcome it and you're like, man, bump that, like I got this?
Damn, I can't think of a situation off the top where I just didn't do it. I feel like most of the times I just kind of go for it, even if you feel like you're not right. I'm not gonna do a good job. Yeah. I feel like sometimes maybe like imposter syndrome when I'm like applying for jobs and stuff. Okay. I feel like, oh yeah, like I can't get this. Like there's no way, or I won't apply for that, or I won't talk to that person to network or whatever. All right. So that definitely, I feel like those are my regrets. And then other times I feel like I try to kick it down every day. Yeah. Every day I'll be like, I can't do this, whatever, never mind, I'm gonna do it. Like I have this mantra, like I try to do something that scares me every year, just to restore the feeling. Like just to like when you're with skydiving.
You went skydiving?
Yeah.
Oh my, good for you.
I could never.
I mean, I feel like they do the hard part for you. Like, no, because the second you strapped in and you feel that dude behind you, like, you're jumping. It's too late.
Once you're in the air, it's like, damn, I really got to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I would back down.
What, you going to release the buckle on the plane?
I'm just not going to jump.
Like,
they force you.
They pretty much force you. Because I feel like I was like seconds away from backing out. Yeah. And then, because I put my hand on you're not supposed to like put your hand away from the straps. Like, so I touched it and he was like, I was like, okay,
just grabbed you.
You got it. And then he just pushes you off. So at that point, you just gotta go. So yeah, I try to do something that scares me each year, just so that I know that's like the scariest thing I could do for the year, and then everything else feels easier. That's a good thing to live like by. That. Go on something really extreme, really difficult that you wouldn't see yourself doing, just to make everything else seem, this is fucking lightweight. This is a cakewalk. Yeah, I jumped out of an airplane. This is nothing.
Yeah. That's insane. Do you feel any of that when you started up Heart of the City?
Kind of. I think when I started thinking about it, I was coming off of COVID, so I felt a little bit like, I don't know what direction I want to go in. And now I'm confused. But like, I think what kind of motivated me to keep doing it is like with working with people and having people like encourage you and be like, oh no, like I could help you out with that, or like I know somebody who can get you into that, and then it just keeps snowballing from there. Next thing you know, you're like, I'm putting together an event. Like, like I feel like it never registers until it's like you're actually there the day of, and you're like, oh wait, this did happen. So I think that's kind of helpful too, because most of the time I don't even know what's going on. I'm just kind of like, all right, well, in order to get this done, let's start with this one thing and ask someone if they know a guy in Rahway and whatever, and it literally just snowballed. So yeah,
it's always about definitely who you know. And I know the backstory personally about how everything started, because this is technically Heart of the City's 3rd year. Yeah. But it wasn't always named Heart of the City. Yeah. So how did it all start?
So ironically, the Heart of the City came about with like Culture Call in 2021. We're working with the city. They normally have an annual event called Culture Crawl. And I was like, no one ever goes to Culture Crawl.
I never heard of it until that year. It was crazy.
As a Raleigh resident, like no one, and I'm like, if culture is involved here, like why are we not involved? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's what kind of sparked it, because I was like, well, if y'all gonna do this thing, like make sure like we're actually involved in it. So that's what it was kind of aiming for. And then I it eventually met like someone else in the Raleigh Rec Center who was like, yeah, like you should have this in like its own platform. I was like, yeah, you're right. All right, cool. That's initially what we wanted to do anyway. So I always say we too, because I work with a lot of people. So I don't like saying like I did this and I did that, because I feel like that's really selfish, and that's not how it's run. So yeah.
I like it. I like it. So the first year when it was still Culture Crawl, a fashion show happened. Pretty dope. I was there. I loved it. It was pretty spectacular. Second year, now you're more behind the wheel and you're kind of steering the boat, if you will. What made you want to transition over focused on music?
I mean, that's always been my wheelhouse. Like even before pre-COVID and BC, before COVID. But I was doing like music shows then, working with a lot of musicians. I had a platform where I was doing something similar, like interviewing artists in the area. And after a while, like I was like, I have like 20 artists on my belt. Like, why don't I just put a show together with all the people I interviewed? And it would just be like random people I'm meeting along the way, or I'd just hit them up on Instagram and stuff like that. And then I would have a gala where people had to dress up and like come to dinner and listen to the people perform at we had it at Mr. East back in the day.
Yeah.
So
I've only been there like twice.
So like Mr. East, I had like a plug in there too. So like we had like tables, everyone had dinner. It was like only $20. So
that's a good night.
It was a nice night, and you would just hear like some people perform who were interviewed at the talent project. So then COVID hit after I did that for 2 years. So then I realized people wanted to do more outdoor activities, things like that. So I realized I eventually wanted it to be or feel like a music festival with like other aspects, with like art and design and, you know, things that like people want to learn more about. But yeah, that was eventually the vision. We just needed the space, time, and opportunity.
Yeah. Okay. So you said like you want it to be a big music festival, which leads into my next question. Like, what do you have like as the big goal? Like, you want like a Coachella? Do you want it like a Roots? Like, is that the goal, or you got a different thing in mind?
I think right now, and obviously the goal could change, the target can change a little bit just because that's life, but I never imagined it would be where it is now. But I think my goal right now is to kind of have that like Hot Rods and Harley feel, where like we're downtown Raleigh, like
a bunch of older men standing in the next cars.
Close.
A bunch of young people standing next to musicians.
A bunch of young people standing next to vendors, walking in and out of the streets, like, and doing that in Raleigh, where they claim it to be like the hub of like art and culture. But having the opportunity for like other people from other towns to come to our town and experience that themselves, I feel like that's like the overall goal. And it may not have to look like Hot Rods and Harley, but it'll eventually.
We don't want it to look like that.
Yeah, we
want it to be our own thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's what's up. I still remember the conversation we had in the waiting room where you were like, yeah, I want to do a festival and I want this and I want that. And then you're like, you want to be part of it? And I'm like, oh shit, yeah. Like, what's up? Like, that conversation was dope. So like, I don't want to say I saw like the beginning, because you probably already had those ideas running from the jump, from when you probably did Culture Crawl. You said you were envisioning this even before Culture Crawl, and then you just ran into the right people. So it's about who you know. And this year you took a different approach. You wanted a lot of people helping hands-on. So how has it been working with so many people to make, to make your vision happen?
Yeah. It's definitely new, and I feel like there's always learning curves each year. It's like, especially when you take on new tasks. And this year I did want it to be like bigger than myself, and to have other folks involved and them be able to express their interest in new ways. But it's tough. Like I I commend like folks who've been doing this in the industry for years and leading companies and stuff, because there are a lot of people you gotta like keep an eye on, or like you have a lot of people that you need to trust who could like be your other set of eyes, like, who do things like you. So that's like another thing that I'm learning. Like there's like getting help, and there's also people who like can see the vision like you do, and that's how like those rankings and companies happen. And but like, you know, they end up having like the same vision, so you can trust that. But nonetheless, I think it's pretty cool just to see like other people's perspectives, and at least good learning for me to know how to like operate in a bigger group. So yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
And this year we have the theme of unity.
Yeah.
Okay, talk more about that. How we're going to implement this into the heart of the city.
I think it's, at least in my head, I always feel like it's good to instill something in people's heads before they get there, to kind of set the tone for an event. Like subconsciously, right? Like people may like, they see it and be like, oh yeah, but they'll know unity is a thing that they just keep seeing over and over again. But they'll go into the event with that mindset, like not even like being verbally saying it anywhere they go, but they'll subconsciously remember it, and without even doing it themselves, they'll just know like, all right, this is how I have to behave here. Or, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to establish a tone each year, so people, you know what to expect when they go in there. So if unity is a theme last year, home was a theme last year, and I'm hoping each year there's going to be a different theme where you can apply that in different ways.
That's what's up. I gotta say, last year, like, it was working it, you kind of don't really realize in the moment, like, everything that's going down, how dope it is and stuff like that. But the second you're out of it, you're like, yo, this happened. And somebody reminds you like, oh, yo, this happened too. And it's just so dope just to get to experience and be a part of it. What was your favorite part from last year?
If we're being honest, I don't remember anything.
That's what I'm saying, right?
It was a blur. It's not to say I don't value it either. It was just a lot going on.
It went fast.
Yeah, and I just saw it as like, all right, are things on schedule? Or like, are people doing their thing like on this section? How are like, oh, the speakers aren't okay. The speakers not working. Okay, like gotta run here, gotta run there. Someone wants to say hi. Oh, it's my birthday. Like I just.
It was your birthday during that time.
There was just a lot going on, and I feel like it was just it's tough to register at in the moment, but I did like hearing the event and perspective from other people afterwards. Like people would come up to me like, oh my God, I saw so-and-so. I haven't seen him in 10 years. Like I haven't seen him since high school, or like I reunited with somebody and that made me so happy. And I was like, wow, like I didn't even see that. I didn't even see what happened. I'm glad you guys got the opportunity to like meet up. And that's another thing about the event that makes me happy, is like seeing different worlds collide and seeing how new people meet each other from my different worlds and like come together in this way. Because I think it's so silly. Like at least in my head, I'm like, I know this person from doing this, and then they come together and seeing how their personalities mesh. But I don't know. I think it's pretty cool from that perspective, just hearing what other people think about it.
Hell yeah. Any like big hiccups or anything like that last year?
I feel like there always is gonna be like some hiccups, because you never can anticipate everything, right? Course. Like it always like something new. Last year was like audio. We had issues with audio, and learning from that. And another thing too, I like keeping things at a certain time pace, because time is money, literally, in this sense. So like last year we were renting speakers, and we went over an hour. So like, I told this story before to you guys, but meanwhile, like everyone's having a good time because the DJ was on the set. Everyone's like electric sliding, and in the corner now, I'm negotiating with the speaker people to like give me an extra hour. I'm on the phone with a speaker guy. He's like, "Nah, we gotta take this shit down right now." And I'm like,
well, it's plugged in right now, so
and I'm looking around. Everybody's enjoying themselves, like hitting the floor.
Yo, do you not see this? Like, bro, get out of my face.
So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna send you the money right now. Like, so I sent him like 150 just for like to keep everyone like happy and enjoying themselves, because like I'm not gonna shut down right now when everyone's like literally just on the dance floor and having fun. So I think that's another thing that like I feel like a lot of other bigger festivals run into, especially going over time, or
Yeah.
Working
their
with different
curfew. Whatever.
I mean, look at what happened recently. One of the biggest things with Frank Ocean. That happened to everybody, anybody. It's just being humble about it and stuff like that, and
You
just
never know.
going with the motion.
Exactly.
You know?
You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like artists could do something like that. And like I did not plan for Frank Ocean.
It's like, man, can you just be here?
just sing, please. So things like that. I feel like it's always a hiccup.
But speaking of the artist, right? So as you know, we've interviewed the artist, and music is amazing. Last year was amazing. This year, not to blow up last year's, but this year I feel like, God damn, like, yo, we got a lineup.
Yeah.
Right? How do you feel about this lineup compared to the other one?
Yeah, no, I'm excited for this year.
Wait, real quick. That's crazy. It's go ahead. Machate, I'm at Jimmy.
They love doing that. I'm excited for this year's lineup. I feel like a part of like a goal of mine every year is to discover new talent. Like I still be out on the streets scouting and at different shows and stuff. People are always joking, this aside, but people are always joking saying I'm outside. I'm like, no, I'm literally just out here looking for people.
This is work. I may look like I'm enjoying myself, but I'm working right now. Don't you not see my notebook right next to me?
I'll be on like shows or listening to DJs. I'm like, yeah, he's good, or like, you know, things like that. So I hope like each year it levels up in that way where like I can network with new people and bring different folks from different areas. Like I love Rahway, and we're gonna always bring people from the area here too. But I want them to have the opportunity to meet some folks from other places. I want them to have the opportunity to meet folks from other places too, so we can be like one big artist community. You
got any more questions about Heart of the City? No. So, Parisse, tell us more about you now.
Okay.
The mind behind Heart of the City.
Wow, where do I start? I didn't expect that question.
All right, where are you from?
The question's always hard.
Wait, you don't know where you're from? What's the issue? What's so hard about it?
It's always complex because like people were like, "Where are you from?" My family's Jamaican. I was raised in Rahway. I wasn't born here, but I was raised most of my life. Got here when I was 5. And I feel like that's always been like a huge aspect for me too. Because I loved like art and music growing up, and just being like in front of a camera was always like a funny thing for me too. My dad was one of those dads that just like force a camera in front of your face, and he'd be like, all right, go. Do something. And I'll just be like singing. He's like, I can't hear you. I was like, okay. So I feel like that like cemented my personality in a bit, because I was always involved in like a lot of arts growing up. And I still am to this day. Like I work as a creative strategist for work. Fancy way just to say I'm online all the time, looking at TikToks and making TikToks for work. And then, and outside of that, I work with a group called Play Factory, where we write and film and shoot like our own like small films and sketches, things like that. So I try to like weave in creativity in every aspect of my life, no matter what it is.
Quick little funny story. So I've been wanting to be a part of Play Factory. Let's just get something real quick. And one fall night, it was like in October, right? In October, they post up. They're like, "Yo, need quick extras. If someone could come through, DM us." And I'm like, "Yo, I'm there. What's up? I'm here." I was in crutches. I was in crutches during that time, and it was supposed to be a party scene. And I'm just there with my crutches. And then we also had to record a TikTok, and I'm in the corner trying to use the wall as support and stuff like that. It was a funny time, man.
Yeah.
I like what you guys are doing with that though. Like, I think you guys are hilarious. You guys deserve way more views, way more subscriptions and all that. How's that going?
It's going. It's funny because like we're so used to seeing the work that we put out. Like it's tough because like when you're online, you have to constantly push like the stuff over and over again. Even though you've seen it tons of times, someone out there hasn't seen it. Yes. So like no matter how many times you post it, it seems obnoxious. Like it's gonna catch on eventually. Like those girls that be running through the grocery store and shit, like they post the same song every single day. But like now they're getting like brand deals, but they've been posting the same song every day.
It's just that one day that somebody finally catches a wind of it, and then boom, there you go. Now you take off.
Exactly. So I think that's like a good learning, I guess, because like we want to apply that too, just not like be obnoxious about it. So we're hoping let's change the strategy a little bit. Maybe.
No, I completely get it. It's like you don't want to be annoying on the timeline, but you know you kind of need to, because how else are you supposed to do it? And the algorithms are like almost never in your favor, unless you already have like 100 million followers and your post gets shared all the time. They ain't gonna fuck with you. I like TikTok usually does a lot better with it, but I feel like in terms of our generation, TikTok is kind of hard to go to and stuff like that.
Everybody's on TikTok.
Okay, so you're a creative strategist now, right? So in the future wise, you want to continue working in marketing, or do you like see yourself being like an A&R?
I don't know. I don't see myself working in like corporate for very long. Not like I'll do it. It's good money, you know.
You enjoy it now, but it's not forever.
But like not forever. Obviously, I don't see myself like leading those companies. Just because I know like what comes about it. You're always just dealing with like clients, and they work like crazy. Like I don't mind working unless it's like something I actually care about.
Yes. I completely get you.
I mean, I'm not gonna be on the phone with like Converse till like 9 p.m. Like that's not like my goal.
And they don't even remember your name by the end of the conversation. It's like, I don't want to put up with you right now, man. Leave me alone. I just need a paycheck.
Exactly. So a lot of like the VPs I work with, like they're really nice, but they'll be working late, and I'm like, I'm not trying to do that for like other people.
You're not passionate about that particular.
Exactly. So yeah, maybe eventually, like God willing, that I have like my own company that I'm working on and making money for, and I can support myself. So we'll see.
Is there any inspiration in terms of like, so what would you label yourself as in terms of like curating these type of events, the marketing, the play factory, because you also do behind the scenes shit, so putting things together and stuff like that. What would you label yourself as?
I don't know. I that's a good question, because I haven't found the right word yet.
It's actually really hard when you think about it.
Yeah, I feel like I do a lot of things. I like using like the general label as like a creative, because like I don't know. I don't see myself as like an event planner, because then everybody thinks that like, oh, help me plan my events. I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't love doing that. Like, I'm not planning a wedding. Like I want to work I like working in music. I like doing it because that's the vision I see for myself. And maybe I use the title at work like show creator, or show curator. I like the word curator too. So we still working with some words.
Wouldn't producer be like a good word for it when you think about it?
Yeah, like a creative producer, something like that.
Honestly though, producer, that captures it. Yeah.
But I've been like slowly throwing out the title like creative director for like a few years, like manifesting that. So I like, cause it's like general enough to be like.
Once again, that's imposter syndrome, because you are a creative director when you think about it with Heart of the City. Honestly, you're producing it, executive producing it. You're doing all these things. You know.
I guess I haven't like you said the title enough, so I just keep forgetting.
It's gonna get there.
Yeah, okay. Like a little plaque.
But I have this shirt.
She got to put that on the affirmation board.
No, you're right, because I keep forgetting. Like when people ask me what I do, I'm like, but no, you're right. I gotta start using that word more. Creative director.
Hell yeah. You said you got a shirt?
I have a shirt. I bought it in like 2018, and it has like creative director on it. And then people were like, because we have that title at my old job. Like, oh, you trying to steal his job? I was like, I don't know. You tell me. But I bought that shirt like hoping that one day that would be my title.
Do you have any inspirations when it comes to that side of entertainment?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I always get this comparison, and I'm flattered by it, but I don't feel like I'm there yet. Again, imposter syndrome. But like, love Issa Rae. I feel her path is like really aligned to like a lot of the things I like to do, like what she does with music, what she did on the show, like even when she was doing the like, I don't know if you've seen Insecure, but one of the episodes she created a festival in her hometown, in her city, and it was like around the same platforms, and I was like, that's exactly what I want to do. Who saw my journal? Like,
She was stealing from you?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
I inspired
She owe
her.
you a check.
she might owe me a check.
Yeah.
And Issa sees it. It's like, it's just so funny how like much aligned that show was with like my life at the time.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like me pulling from her. It was just like, this is exactly what I want to do, ironically. But yeah, like even outside of the show, like the things I see her doing, it was like, this is like things I can enjoy, see myself.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Parisse Dawkins. Yeah. P.
Yeah.
Right.
I might go like just by one name, like Beyonce or Zendaya. We'll see.
Parisse.
If it catches on.
That's it, yeah.
If it
That's
catches
a unique
on.
name. I don't hear Parisse often at all.
If it catches on.
Yeah. P. You don't like P?
I do. I feel like friends would rather, friends call me P normally, not like, or like, it's a more recent nickname. Like when I was younger, my nickname was like Reese. And then like later friends in my childhood, in my like college, I started getting called P more.
Yeah. I remember, I'm about to put you on blast, when we went to your crib after Heart of the City last year, and your mom was like, Reese Poo?
Yeah.
And everyone was just dying.
God, like, I don't know why she
not
put
that nickname?
That's like deep cut, like family.
You were supposed to say that, Mom.
Not in front of my friends.
I've been cutting it short. Like each year, I remember my MySpace name was like Reese. So like that's how people. If anybody like knew me in like middle school, high school, they would call me Reese. And then it got shorter, and then.
All right.
Yeah.
Any shameless plugs you want to insert about yourself, Part of the City?
Just be there, man. It's free. Like you got nothing else going on that day. I promise you.
Yeah.
Unless you got a flight somewhere, then fine. But like it's free. There's no excuse to not go. You can just walk in. And then follow my friends. Follow them. Do whatever you got to do.
Follow us, please.
Donate, please.
Donate. Word. Facts. Hey, Heart of the City happening August 5th. We'll see you guys there. Because if we don't,
You're square.
because you won't be
There.
around.
There.
Around. Be
You're
there, be square. Because if not, you'll be around.
I don't think we were at the same.
Nah, it's
It took me
all
a while
right.
too, don't worry.
I've been trying this for about a month now, actually, and it just doesn't flow like this. Maybe it's my fault.
I'm the problem.
Maybe
I'm the
it's
problem.
me.
All right, y'all. We're gonna see you guys August 5th, Heart of the City. All right, love you guys. Peace. Thank you.
I'm pro jean shorts. As long as they're not tight. That shit is nasty.
Nah,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
you see, and that's why they're like
But that's my
very
question though.
frowned upon. Jorts.
But when girls wear them, they're not called jorts. They're just shorts.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, there's double standards. There's double standards, and I'm okay with this double standard. Are you not?
I'm not opposed to the guy I'm talking to wearing jean shorts. It has to be worn properly.
Well, what's the proper way to wear
Yeah,
them?
what's the
I don't want
right
to see
way?
no fucking holes in your jean shorts. Like the Dominicans, absolutely not. Sorry.
Okay, but then you just got like a weird tight, like going down.
No, it can't be tight. It has to be like kind of like
it has
loose.
to be loose.
Like a little loose.
That looks weird.
But then it can't be too loose either, because then
No, it
you
has
just
to- it has
like
to be
Because then now you
And it
look
can't be
like
too
John
long.
Cena when
Exactly.
he first entered the WWE.
And it can't be too long either. Like it shouldn't be like at your knee.
I feel like there's so many stipulations that you probably should just not wear them.
Yeah,
I think
see?
I think if you have style, you can pull it off. If you don't, you don't. You can't pull it off.
Hey guys, welcome to a new episode. This is episode 52.
I think so.
Hey, 52. Does 52 have any significance to any of us?
52.
I can't think of a player like a major sports. Hey, but it is a special episode regardless because we got the creator of the Heart of the City Festival, Parisse Dawkins, up in this motherfucker. All right? So you guys are going to enjoy that. She's an amazing person, amazing individual. And shout out to all you guys. Apple Podcast listeners, Spotify listeners, YouTube. You know, that whole shebang. Shout out to our gay viewers. Shout out to our straight viewers.
Men who
Don't
wear
look at me like
jorts.
that. Don't look at me like that. You have to shout everybody out, man. This is a fluid podcast. We accept everybody, okay? And shout out to Jimmy, because I completely forgot that he mentioned the Don't Call Me podcast on his bio, and he updated it, and it reminded me that he did. So shout out to being a proud DQMT member.
Since day one.
And then, so since I'm giving you flowers, now I gotta take flowers away from somebody.
Mine.
Lauren, what's the holdup?
What do you mean?
Are you not proud to be one of the lead co-hosts on the Don't Call Me podcast?
I'm low key about everything I do.
You're low key about everything you do?
Everything.
You have a whole podcast now.
Okay.
Are you embarrassed
But
by
do I
us?
talk about me on here really? I don't really think so.
You just said last week that you don't come from sex. Like, you literally said that. Yes.
I say
you
that?
talk about yourself a lot.
Did I
Your
say
mother
that?
listens to this.
Chill.
She heard that.
She was like, "Damn, Laura, I couldn't talk."
Damn, sis, I relate. Like daughter, like mother.
I don't want to find out. Happen? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
You can't be low key no more. You're now
What
a
do you
public
mean?
figure. You're a personality.
But like, I'm a personality, but I'm still low key. I think it's like Jimmy. Jimmy's low key.
Oh,
he has a whole
okay.
clothing brand.
He's still
Like, what do
he's
you
still
mean?
low key about
He's
it.
low key at the moment, but his shit about to start back up.
I don't know. I
And
feel
then
like
it's no more low
He
key.
could be a millionaire, I think, and still be low key, and I respect it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell nobody.
No.
See?
Millionaires can't be low key. Billionaires get to be low key.
Mm-hmm.
You can't name me a billionaire right now. Well, you could, but only
What?
like one or two. But you can't name me like you Jay-Z. Okay, you got me at Jay-Z.
Okay.
Riri?
Zuckerberg,
Okay.
the Microsoft guy.
I'm stumped.
Like,
Okay, you could name me more millionaires than billionaires. Is what I mean. Like, it's almost really hard to stay low key and be a millionaire because usually millionaires are more into entertainment, and then billionaires are petroleum money.
I also, it probably depends on how you got your money. Would depend whether you're low key or not with it. You know. Because
Yes,
if
that's-
you're like,
okay, that's
you
the
got
main
like,
thing.
some, like Amazon, Microsoft, like
But I think-
those are, big companies everyone knows about. You're the figurehead for those companies.
Yeah.
But like, if I made my money through other means, like, who the fuck am I to somebody
But
else?
let's be honest. The average person, if they saw Mark Zuckerberg walking down the block, you think they're gonna recognize him?
Yes.
yeah.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah, I truly think so.
But
You
I'm
guys don't
saying-
think he's gonna blend in? Let's say we go to New York. You don't think he's gonna blend in?
No.
No, I think people are gonna know who he is.
I'm gonna know who Mark Zuckerberg.
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna let him know who I am too. Like,
Yo, you see, bro? That's nasty, bro. Don't bring those bombs over here, bro. What the hell, man? But speaking of means of getting your money, or should I say not getting your money, the writer and actor strike. We've been meaning to talk about this on the podcast for quite a
bro,
minute. but
all
we've
my
been letting it
shows are
develop.
being delayed, bro. Fuck
Everything
them.
is getting delayed, Lauren. Dune, which I've been looking forward to. For
I'm
so
doing my
fucking
part
long.
by watching it. Can they do their part by paying them?
Yes. Okay, so you're on the side of the actors and the writers.
I'm just like, can we just all get along?
They bring everything into the film.
Yeah.
But you see, my only problem, man, is all these actors are like showing their residuals, their residual checks, but they're not showing the money they got up front. And which is obviously way more than their residuals.
Right.
Now, the difference is residuals is like you're getting your percentage for the views, for shits like that, right? But after you blow, I guess, the front end of your bag, it's like, all right, what now? Meanwhile, these directors, producers, all that shit, they're
Continually
still
coming
rolling in, right? So Oppenheimer, for instance, right? Let's say Cillian Murphy. Okay, he gets a check up front, right? And you see how great Oppenheimer's doing in the box office. That money's not really his. He's not benefiting on how much of a success it was, things like that. I don't think he in particular is suffering from that. He probably got his money worth, seeing he was the lead actor. But it's like all these other roles that actually add a lot of significance to the movies. You know, like if you didn't have those background people, then it'd just be like two people having a simple conversation out in public. You're out in public. You're supposed to make it feel realistic. You're out at a train station, for instance, out at a restaurant. You need those backgrounds, you know, and they should get their money. But who I really feel like should get their money absolutely are the fucking writers. Without a great writer, you can't sell this fucking movie, bro.
Right.
Like, you could try to like do things off the top of your head as a director. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Jimmy, do you remember when we made the opening skit, which was a remake of the dinner scene from Scary Movie 2?
Yep.
Remember how like it was such bullshit? Like for me, like to like, yo, this is your line, this is that, blah blah
Yep.
blah. And I'm here typing shit up. Like the lines are given to me. The writing's done for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you still gotta explain that writing. So now imagine if I didn't have any of that writing to show somebody physically. You know, that's like one, you know, pebble in this fucking mountain right? Of like why writers are significant. You know, right up to the shit, right? Because if not, then the director got to go off the top of his head. And if not, you need a fucking clear, easy to follow script.
But this track has been going on for so long. This track has been going on for too long.
I mean, yeah, that's how strikes go.
Yeah, but why are they just paying them? Like, they can't also survive without having writers. It's like give and take.
Once again, a script is more than just writing like line for line.
Yeah.
It's describing the scenario, describing the moment, describing this. Granted, directors have a lot to do with it. They probably sit down with the writers and go by it. But at the end of the day, the writers know how to put it down. Because I forgot what actor it was. He was like, as a director, you don't need to know about fashion in the 90s. You need somebody that knows how to do it. So I feel like that also goes into writing. It's like, you don't need to know how to write. You need to know how to tell the writer what you want, and he puts it down on paper. And now he makes it nice. He gives it out to everybody. Which is, once again, you need a good writer. Just like you need a good director to direct the script, direct all that shit. Just like you need good actors to bring that script to life too. Like, when it comes to the film industry, which is a fucking billionaire business,
Even the TV industry.
the TV and
Saturday Night Live, all these talk shows, they don't have writers.
They gotta get paid, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
without
like,
the writers, there's nothing.
exactly. So, and they're okay not getting paid either, the directors and the producers. Like, without writers, they're not producing.
You know what this reminds me of? When producers for music weren't getting their flowers, weren't getting their money. Bro, without a good producer, like for instance, without I don't know, Boy Wonder, without Just Blaze, it's like you don't got a lot of music from Jay-Z. You get what I'm saying? Like
Drake with Noah.
you know, Noah. Like, think about this shit. You know, like, if you don't have a good producer, then you don't got literally half of your song.
Yeah.
Literally half of your, the beat. It's the lyrics, right? The lyrics, the way it's sung, whatever, and then you got the beat. That's literally half of your fucking song right there. You don't got that.
Yeah,
like, you're just doing acapella.
A song could be total trash with the lyrics, but as long as they got good production, like,
bro, it'll fucking
at
take
least
off, bro.
You know, you can listen to it.
Bro, that's a lot of shit nowadays, if we're being honest. You know what that reminds me of? The new single that Travis fucking released, K-pop. It's like very usual, like they didn't do anything crazy with their lyrics, their flows, anything like that, but the production on that song is very fucking good, and that's the only reason why this song is very fucking good. I mean, not to say the song isn't good, but it's like, bro, the lyrics isn't anything crazy.
Okay.
The Weeknd's verse, Travis's verse, but I'm getting ahead of myself. That's the similarities between music producers not getting their flowers, and then now, or their bags, and then writers and actors not getting their bags, because they add so much to it. You know, once again, it's the main actors probably don't got any problems. You know what I'm saying? The Cillian Murphys, the Margaret Robbies, fucking who was Ken?
Oh, Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. They're the stars and co-stars. But it's like the backgrounds that add so much to it and stuff like that. Like, I wonder how much Issa Rae got. Like, she played a significant character, but at the end of the day, she wasn't like a star, you know? And she wasn't even like one of the co-stars.
She's still a big name thing, so maybe.
But she's a big name. But at the end, do you think she really got paid for it? I don't think so.
I don't know. Depends if she helped write.
There's a lot of big actors and big writers that are on strike right now, supporting their peers, which means they know people that's gotten affected. Obviously, I imagine Hollywood is smaller than we know it to be, right? So they all know each other and shit like that. Their fucking best bud might not be getting fucking any money from that shit right now. But you know what ruins strikes? Scabs. I just learned this word recently.
You're so excited.
See how excited you are to use it.
She's a scab.
She's a scab. Pinky doll. The NPC streamer is a scab. She said she's going to Hollywood.
You guys just introduced me to who this lady is, and I don't want to know her ever.
Yeah.
I'm surprised how you didn't know who she was.
I'm
She was
concerned
social
that you
media.
guys do know.
No, she's
No,
all
no,
over
no,
Twitter.
no, 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 no,
everywhere.
Don't do that. Don't do that. She was every. Ro knew about her. Jimmy knew about her. If Curtis was here,
No.
he would tell you about her.
She knew
There's no
about
way
her
you
because
didn't
of
run into her.
you. You were like in your bedroom one day watching the live stream. She's like, "What's that noise?"
Well, you see, I'm a podcaster, which is like almost a form of journalism, if you will. So I gotta like keep tabs on everything.
But this is like, oh my god.
Had headphones on.
Like I feel like losing brain cells listening to her.
Bro,
You don't feel that way?
I do feel that way. I had to watch. I watched every single one of her videos. I watched the one that fucking Timberland was on. It was like, dog, what is this? And then I fell into the fucking black hole, and then I ran into one with a fucking young black man doing Miles Morales. And it was like, yo, what the fuck am I watching, bro?
But for Pinky Doll, you said she has an OnlyFans too. What does she do on there?
Jimmy said that.
Oh yeah, wait, what?
That's on him. That's on
me
Gang
turn
over there.
this
That's not on me.
Now there was leaks of it on
Like,
Twitter.
she's
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
How'd it look?
Wait, like she's
What?
naked
How'd
on
it
here
look?
making noises, or
No, I mean like it's your typical OnlyFans content.
so she's naked?
Like
Yeah.
rated R?
Yeah.
No,
does she make noises?
I thought she
on
was
there
a stripper too.
Oh, I don't know.
At
She
one
might
point.
be. I don't know.
Like she's a retired stripper. She found out about NPC streams. She started doing NPC streams. Now she's making 5Gs like a day.
Damn,
Somebody did the math based off what she has shared to the public. She's making minimum like $1 million.
could never be me.
Good. But guess what? That's not what she was saying off here. She said she'll do it. Good?
Yeah.
She said she would do it.
I asked you if you would do it.
You asked me, and then you proceed to say, I'll do that shit for a minute if I get 15 G's. All right? That's mad flowers you got to sniff. Mad roses.
I don't recall.
Okay, we're just going to lie. All right. But so she made a video recently. Well, she makes a bunch of videos. But she said it in one of her videos that she's going to be going to Hollywood. And what I'm wondering is who the fuck is hitting her up to be a fucking actor in her role for her to consider herself Hollywood now. This has to be a low end indie ass fucking film. Like this shit is not making
They
theaters.
just trying to ride off of her 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, the fame got to her
everybody's
head.
talking about it right now. So you pull her into a project, and you might get attention because of how she's like popping on social media and shit like
Unless
that.
it's like an erotic, like rated R film, I don't see this happening.
Wait, have you guys heard her real voice?
Is that not her real voice?
Yo, her real voice.
Like how she really talks?
No,
Not like
yes,
a noise.
bro. She sounds like an NPC too.
Oh.
Like that video she made that she's going to Hollywood.
Yeah.
She speaks almost how she does those videos, like robotic and systematic.
Oh, that.
Yeah, like that's her. Maybe she has adopted that personality.
My condolences.
Well, maybe not. Maybe like because there's a camera and she's about to make a video, she wants to still seem like that character. So like behind the scenes, she probably doesn't talk like that. Actually, there was fucking clips of her yelling at her badass child about a dog.
Like
that they
watching
got.
her reminded me of Doja Cat. I don't know why. It gave me those kind of
Doja
vibes.
Cat.
Yeah, it gave me those kind of like weird vibes.
You think she's doing coke like Doja Cat though? Some fucking videos resurfaced of fucking Doja Cat just.
I saw that.
No. Look, NPC streams are fucking weird, but what I found the weirdest about this shit is the viewers.
Yes, we have two in the room.
No.
Research purposes only.
Yeah,
Don't do me like that.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman. No, I'm not considered a viewer because I'm watching it. Stop laughing at me. Because I was watching it through somebody's screen recording that they put it on Twitter. Viewer,
So they viewed it.
No,
I was
viewer
viewing
was
them.
if I was to go on TikTok and be there while she's live.
Well,
that's viewer.
Commenting.
You did say you watched all her videos.
I watched all the videos that made it to Twitter.
You didn't specify that earlier.
I know
Now
I
he's changing
am.
the story.
Now I am.
Changing the
It's
story.
the
Not a
kettle-
lie.
It's the kettle calling the pot black. over here.
No, bro. Listen, was that ice cream that good? Like, I just need to know what flavor was that ice cream. All right, and then maybe it makes sense on why she's making so much money off this shit.
I gotta ask people around if they know who this girl is.
All I know is she's Canadian. She speaks French, and considering she's a scab, that makes her kind of a piece of shit woman.
Yeah, she's
If
leaving
we're
her
being
country.
completely honest,
to go to
but
Hollywood.
are we really expecting her to be like a decent person, considering she kind of like give in to NPC streams?
No.
Because I feel like it's like, yes, the people that view this are fucking weird as fuck. This is a weird fucking fetish. This is very sexual. There's nothing innocent about this shit. This isn't a ha-ha, like a trendy person making viral clips with certain audios. It isn't that. I feel like this derives from wanting power and more specifically sexual power. You know, like being a dominant thing, like forcing them to do these things because they react because you sent them something, you know? And considering she has I could be wrong, a stripper background and she has an OnlyFans, then there's no doubt in my mind she's doing that because of this. And that her fans from OnlyFans are coming over to TikTok now too to get even more of her. So where was I going with all this?
I don't know. I'm just saying the people watching this and they're like seeing her say these things live and they're like, ooh, that turns me on. Like, that's crazy.
Oh, that is crazy. I remember my point. So do we expect her to be a good person then? Like, are we surprised that she's being a scab and going into the Hollywood industry knowing that they're on strike right now?
No. We don't know if she is. She says she is, but like...
you think she's lying?
I don't know. She's just trying to make it there,
there's
maybe,
no way she's lying.
I don't think she could make it in Hollywood. So go ahead, try.
I mean, she really gonna make it in Hollywood for popping off on a couple social media
once again,
live streams?
So we're not gonna see her in no Barbie fucking film. We're gonna see her, I feel like, in a very R-rated, erotic, fucking sexual shit. I feel like. Well, we're not gonna see her. That's probably never gonna reach like major theaters, but that's probably what she's doing. Bro, she's becoming a porn star. That's Hollywood. That's technically Hollywood.
I guess.
If she's making these sounds in a porno, that's crazy.
Nah. Grr. Gang bang. Gang bang.
No,
I was about to do another one, but it was gonna be kind of suspect.
I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah. It was gonna be mad fucking wild, bro. Hey man, she's just taking advantage of social media and shit like that. But quick social media, fucking, how do we feel about Twitter's new name?
Every day, something new on Twitter.
Hey, do you think it's gonna be called X now because it's gonna be like X-rated shit, and then now Pinky Doll's gonna take it more even, take over even more?
Elon Musk is doing too
Pinky,
much.
Pinky
He bought
Doll,
Twitter
new
and then doesn't know
CEO
how
of
to
Twitter
act.
confirmed.
Yes, bro, she's leading the fucking wave. I actually like the logo.
Why?
It's very like simple and like glowy.
What's nothing to do with Twitter? Twitter was like a bird.
I think he's trying to get away from.
That's not what he bought the company
The
for.
reputation that Twitter has.
What reputation? It's the only reputation it has. Is
Twitter
him.
is very off the wall. It's sexual. It's cancel culture. It's
funny as fuck.
It's very insensitive people mixed with very sensitive people.
That's all social media, though.
But more specifically,
other social
Twitter, because
medias
it's
just
all
have
words.
I guess.
And I love it.
Bro,
It feels
okay.
safe.
This is basically timelines, right? Something happens at night, gets discussed in the morning. The morning people have logical conversation about it. Then the afternoon people catch a wind of it, and everybody shares their opinion. After everybody shares their opinion, you get everybody bashing each other because of the shitty opinions by the evening time. Then after about 8 p.m., if you're lucky 10, mad sex. And rinse and repeat. And it's the same fucking arguments all the time. $200 dates, flyouts, shit like that. And Twitter, you're more than willing to follow random people than you would be any other social media platform too.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Tell me I didn't just fucking capture
To me,
what Twitter is.
it's just
I
funny.
see why he's trying to get away from it.
No, I feel like he ruined it. It's too many rules and like too many changes.
No, I think Twitter's still going to be hilarious.
Well, I mean, the good thing about Twitter is there is so much freedom in terms of the content you can put on there, and I think that's why people enjoy it, because it's not being censored like Instagram and Facebook and all the other shit. Like you throw whatever on there. Like most of the time, it's going to be able to stay.
Yeah,
The
happiest thing. No, I can't. I think Elon Musk is doing amazing because he got rid of fucking parody accounts. You remember those fucking parody accounts that used to be so fucking like. That used to like, you had that one person that you followed that used to always retweet those fucking parody accounts. It's like, bro, why you still acting like you in fucking middle school, bro? Like, get the fuck off that parody account. It's not really Drake. There's 2 R's in the name. Like, come on. You guys know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah, Drake.
Drake. It'd be Drake OBO. It's like, bro, that's not his name. Champagne Poppy. Pause. Just in case. So I like it. It's a rebrand. He wants to get away from your typical Twitter shit.
I guess I just don't think it needs a rebrand.
Especially not an X. Like,
so how do you get rid of that previous stigma of what Twitter is without a complete name change?
Like, you hated the parody accounts. I didn't mind them. It's like, I can read. I know it's not Drake. You know what I mean?
No,
like, I didn't.
We obviously know there's not Drake, and I hope to God the people that retweet them know it's not Drake. But it's some bullshit like the ones that did you wrong were never meant to stick. Sometimes people are a lesson and not meant to stay. Like shit like that, bro.
But like the thing is called Twitter because you're always tweeting like a bird. Like, what does X mean?
She did not just call me a bird, bro. No, I'm not accepting that shit. I'm not a fucking bird. So yeah, I need to see how he like what are tweets gonna be called now and stuff like that for me to be like completely on board with it. But it is kind of confusing.
Just press enter.
But embody. Okay, both Musk and his team have offered a series of explanations for the rebranding. In one tweet, Musk said the X design served to embody the imperfections in us all that make us unique. What kind of bullshit media shit was that?
They're called X's and Eats. Like, what?
And eats?
XEETS.
Like eats ice cream so good. Like that's what you tell me. You didn't like that joke?
No, I want to get this.
It's gonna be powered by AI.
I don't like.
How do you power it by AI? I don't.
Future state of unlimited
I might just
interactivity
switch to
centered
Threads
in
now.
audio, video, messaging, payments, and banking, creating a global marketplace for ideas, goods, services, opportunities.
He's just trying to make more money. Twitter was acquired by X Corp, both to ensure freedom of speech and as an accelerant for X, the Everything app. This is not simply a company renaming itself, but doing the same thing.
So it seems like he just wants to expand it and just make it a
media
platform that has everything.
Hey man,
Sure.
I'm gonna back up Musk and just hope he doesn't ruin the culture. Like he knows how to weed out the bad and still keep all the good and make it great.
I'm nervous.
Make Twitter great again.
Shout out X, I guess.
Shout out X. Hey guys, we'll be back. Commercial break. Bye bye. So we hinted at them earlier. Both ASAP Rocky, Travis Scott, and Doja Cat, the three of them. And there's a lot of talks around them right now, especially with Travis Scott and ASAP Rocky albums coming out really soon. So I guess we'll start off with them. Travis Scott released his album covers.
Utopia.
Yeah.
Unexpected.
So what it looks like to me, I'm gonna break down how genius
Yes, the deep meaning.
Travis Scott is. So Utopia is a place, right?
It's supposed to be perfect.
And but what if it was like a place in your mind, and like to get there, you know, it's almost like a drug. You'll willingly sell your TV, steal from your auntie, sell her dog, and do anything for the money to be able to buy that drug to go to Utopia. Or get tickets to Utopia so you can just keep going there because the high is just so exhilarating. You'll go broke, you'll do anything, but you got enough money to go to Utopia.
Okay.
And I actually do really feel like that. Maybe that's what that album cover is trying to capture.
People are saying try to capturing that there is no Utopia.
It's all made up.
Yeah, perfect doesn't exist.
It's chasing the dragon. So they say heroin, right? First time you ever do it, like it's like you're riding a dragon. It's amazing, like your magical land, right? But the first high will never be equal to any other one.
Yeah, so like you keep doing it and doing it.
So you keep trying to chase that dragon. What if that is Utopia? You're trying to chase that perfect high, the perfect music.
I hope it's a good
Very
album.
symbolic, huh? Right? When you really break it down like that. All right, so you ready to shit on it now? Bro, that shit as a fucking album cover, he played it safe. He was like, oh, this is one of the album covers. It's like, nah, even you had doubts about the album cover. So you decided to put it out there to see how the masses felt. And then, okay, backlash, yeah. And that's not the album cover. It's just one of them, guys. Remember, this is the actual one.
But I don't get why the album cover really matters.
Nah.
I disagree with that.
You think it matters that much?
Bro, fucking...
People hated on her loss.
You know Virgil, right? R.I.P. Virgil.
Yeah.
Has designed a lot of fucking album covers.
Yeah, Pop Smoke.
And probably a lot of your favorite ones.
Okay.
Right? Album covers matter. My Dark, Beautiful, Twisted Fantasy, you see that album cover, no words around it, no nothing. Just that red and the picture frame in the middle of it, you know what it is.
Iconic.
Iconic. to go along with an iconic album. They matter a lot.
Okay, so how do you feel about Donda?
Just the all black. I'm a really bad podcaster. I never even finish Donda.
You're terrible.
So there's
that album
that.
is in my rotation still.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll play it just because you said that.
Okay. But it's all black.
That's low key iconic.
It's
It's
symbolic.
different. It's
He
different.
wants you to focus more on the music than.
It's about his
you
mom. He was mourning her death. It's all
Yeah,
black.
well, yeah, because it's called Donda.
Yeah.
There you go. You see? Mm-hmm. So album covers matter.
I mean, it could have been white. I don't give a fuck. Music is good.
Because, like the doves and stuff like that,
Yeah.
too. But don't doves represent freedom, actually? So I guess that's not...
Whatever. I mean,
White represents freedom? Huh. Doesn't it, Jimmy?
I was waiting for it. I was like, I know where this is going.
I set that one up for myself beautifully. Alley-oop off the backboard to me.
Oh, speaking of Travis Scott.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Travis Scott, all right, we're done shitting on his album cover. But you know who isn't done shitting on him? A$AP Rocky. A$AP Rocky, allegedly, this is Travis Scott at Rolling Loud. So my first question, do you think that is for Travis Scott? He was dissing Travis Scott.
He's like, A$AP Rocky is such a nice guy. I don't think he's really.
Wait, you think Travis... You don't know him. What are you talking about?
He seems to stay out of the trouble.
What are you talking about?
Like, what does he get into, really? He's so low key, too.
Wasn't he locked up in Sweden like a
Yeah.
couple years ago?
Was he?
And
I'm
then
pretty
Charles
sure.
Trump had
Did
to
he
free
punch
him?
somebody or something? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's been into a lot of
I mean, as of recently, he's been
malintent
quiet.
shit. Like he's been his fair
know.
share of squabbles.
I feel like out of all the rappers, he's like.
Nah, I don't think he's.
Has he ever been? Has he
low-key
ever been
rapper.
involved in any diss raps? Like,
Well, okay. Now, if you're talking hip hop specifically, I don't believe so. But I don't. He's been your very and I mean this in like a good way, like a loud mouth. He talks his shit type of personality. In terms of hip hop, like rap, no, to my knowledge, until now, obviously. So,
what was the exact words that he said?
what were the exact words? He said like, "You stole my flow, so I stole your bitch." Is this okay? So we're assuming this is he's talking about right? Because there was always allegations, rumors that Travis Scott and Rihanna were seeing each other like 2015 ish, I believe. Is this considering stealing your bitch? It's a lot of time since then.
Yeah, I think so. And they had 2 kids. But
But that's not really stealing your bitch.
got her
'cause
on lock.
She's seen a bunch of other dudes.
he locked her down.
Now you're just losing. I'm cock watching. I don't care enough about that part.
But I feel like he wouldn't. If it was about Rihanna, he wouldn't have called her like my bitch. I don't know.
You see, and that's where I think you got it all wrong. A$AP Rocky looks like the type of dude that would definitely call his lady my bitch.
That's crazy. After having 2 kids.
In,
my
in
bitch.
certain cultures, that's very endearing.
Get the
and
fuck
where is
outta
he from?
here.
What part of New York is he from? Harlem? I could be getting that completely fucking wrong, and I apologize for my ignorance.
I don't think you're
But I know he is certain part from New York where he's
Harlem, yeah.
Harlem, exactly.
He moved to Jersey?
He is definitely saying my bitch as an endearing way.
Nah, my man.
Jimmy,
It was out of love.
exactly. You,
It was a loving my bitch.
hey, bad girl Riri, you my bitch.
That's why she's not your bitch.
Do you think he who makes more money? Her, right?
Yeah, of course.
So absolutely.
So you think that she's like, excuse me? Like, so it's fucking going
I
crazy.
mean, she
like
is
the
older
bad
than him
gal she
too.
is.
She's like what, 8 years older than him?
8 years? Yo, there cannot be an age gap at all with you. Bro, they're in like their late 20s, 30s, and you got a problem with an 8-year age gap?
How old is A$AP Rocky?
Bro, there's no way you got a problem with that age gap too, Lauren.
Oh, just eight. He's
34 years old. How old is Riri? That bad girl Riri. 35, you see? So you're number one, you're wrong. But number two, that's not even the problem. And that's not where you're the most wrong. Even if there was an 8-year age gap, what is the problem?
He just seems so immature by saying that. I think that's what it is.
Immature?
Yeah.
That's just rap music.
Yeah, that's rap music. That's another thing. You gotta take it lighthearted. Like as a rapper, you got a certain image to uphold or your music.
Okay, and what happened with Lil Uzi and what's her face from City Girls?
JT?
Yeah.
A$AP Rocky isn't rapping about any specific other bitch.
Okay, but he
Air
calls
quotes
her
around
bitch.
that. I don't call
and
women
he,
bitches.
And and Lil Uzi compared the girl to somebody he thinks is also up and coming.
Exactly. He compared his
Girl to somebody else.
to somebody else. Did he do that?
He compared his girl to a bitch.
No, he said that's my
Bitch.
got me. Okay, whatever. We're not even on that. ASAP Rocky, Travis Scott.
Yeah, it's definitely about her. It has to be.
Are they biting? Who's biting off of who?
Travis
There's
Scott-
there's one obvious answer.
Wait, what's your answer?
Travis Scott is biting off of. I don't even want to say bite. He's inspired off of ASAP Rocky. When he first came up,
Okay.
he probably found a lot of inspiration from ASAP Rocky.
But who's doing it better now?
Travis Scott.
Okay.
There's no doubt about that. No question. So I think this is like jealousy.
But they all bite off of each other. It's music.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think there's anything wrong. Like
So it's like, why even
at the
call
end
it
of the
out?
day, at the end of the day, Travis Scott definitely found his own sound. He found his own music, and he got it musically. But when he began, it was many would say, and no one probably would disagree, is that he but was inspired by ASAP Rocky, which isn't wrong. I think that's fine. I think that happens in music all the fucking time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, so everybody bit off Kanye West after 808s? No, he pushed a sound. He liked the sound. People like that sound. So they're going to kind of find inspiration from that sound and make their own shit like that.
I feel like ASAP's only saying that because he didn't make it as big as Travis Scott.
Jealousy.
Yeah.
Jealousy. I could be making it up, right? Music industry is a very small community, so they probably know a lot more about Travis Scott and saying like fuck you. But I think more so Travis Scott also kind of stole his style. Travis Scott used to have like almost the exact same hair like as fucking ASAP. That shit too.
Yeah, when Travis was in the airport and and someone called him ASAP Rocky.
Yes,
he
you
got
remember,
mad.
you remember that? Yeah, bro. So like way back when, a few years ago, like you used to not be able to distinct the two to your very average listener. You know?
But one of them prevailed, and now the other one.
No, well, you can't say ASAP Rocky didn't fucking do
He doesn't
good.
release music. He doesn't release music.
That doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing.
I mean, but
He's still a household name though.
I'm not saying he's not a household name, but as far as music and popularity goes, it's Travis Scott.
He plateaued musically. He was still a really good personality, really well-known celebrity, especially when it comes to the fashion part of things. And then even more so having his name now attached to his fiance. Are they engaged?
We're talking about music-wise. If
Partners?
he's saying that someone stole his flow, well, someone stole and did it better. So
Well, yeah. Travis Scott definitely fucking did it better. All right, so I'm fine with that. The fans are behind him. But speaking of fans, Doja Cat.
I support her for saying that.
Yo,
Be honest.
can we be real here? Real quick?
Yeah.
Yo, stan culture is so fucking weird, bro.
Why?
So I am so happy Doja Cat, who definitely has stan fans, to come out and say, I don't love y'all. Who the fuck are you?
Exactly, bro.
Like, for real.
Like, I respect her so much for saying that, because people be out here lying. I love all my fans.
Yo, son, Nicki fans really are okay with being called Barbies. What are Beyonce fans? Fucking beehives. They're bees. What? Yo, you want to be named Kittens? A kitten? Yo, get the fuck out of here, bro. So shout out to Doja Cat for fucking shutting that shit down. That loser ass shit. Like, listen, I shout out to all my fans. Shout out to all our supporters. That's how I like to
Wait, what do
live,
we
man.
call them? Potties?
Jesus Christ. No, we don't call them potties. Potties? Like what? They're toddlers? They're about to get potty trained?
No, these.
Potties? But you could see where it gets misinterpreted, right, Lauren? Yeah, no, we're not calling them potties.
I tried, guys.
We're gonna start calling them the quarters. Like, come on. No, bro. We're good. We don't need to give them nicknames. It's just supporters of the Don't Quote Me podcast. Like, let's be honest. Majority of our fans are probably people like we don't even personally know. Majority of them.
Okay.
Think about it. We get about on average per episode, with everything combined, 100 plus, right? How many of them do you think you personally know that you would say you actually love them?
I can know you and not love you, so I can know you and still not love you.
That's another thing. Exactly. So you know them now, but do you even love them?
Yeah.
Okay, you know, and that's not even. Now imagine Doja Cat to her scale. You know?
Yeah. Like she probably respects her fans, but to love, that's.
And let's be honest, probably majority of her best friends or people she's close with that she would say she loves probably doesn't even listen to her shit.
But she's losing followers. Is it worth it?
It's so worth it. Cause you weed out those fucking weirdos.
But I feel like you can feel that, but not say it. Be like, guys, thank you. Love ya.
Like she should have just ignored that fans' request of saying like, "Oh, please tell us you love us."
Yeah.
I don't know, because then that weird stan shit just keeps manifesting, and then it's just like you got a bunch of.
She didn't want to
weirdos
entertain it,
shit.
and that's why I
Stans pay the
appreciate
bills.
her stepping out on the ledge. This is basically what she did. Oh my, she's a martyr. Oh my god, she's losing followers, but she's basically a martyr in a sense. Like she stepped out on the ledge and said, "Yo, thank y'all for your support, but I don't fucking love y'all. I don't fucking know you."
But think about like all the little girls who love Justin Bieber. Like Justin Bieber sold out stadiums because these girls were in love with him. If he said, "I don't fucking love y'all," he would not have a single person in the crowd.
Maybe she doesn't want that demographic. She has older fans, a lot of older fans. She's an older woman herself.
She's
So-
like our age, right?
So I don't think it's hurting that many people. And let's be honest, majority of those followers are probably the grown people. Hurt as fuck. What do you mean? I'm not a kid. Like that's them right now.
fucking weird.
Exactly. Like bro, like
That's like me being a wave, like Frank Ocean. We're waves.
In the future, you meet fans, like you say the fucking yo, I love y'all, right? We're gonna say that on tour, but the y'all isn't you yourself. It isn't the oh my god, I love you. It's the I love your support. I love you for subscribing to us. I love you for being behind us through the thick and thin, for listening, for tuning in to every single episode, for liking it, for being here, right? When I say like shout out to y'all, I love y'all, when I do the intro, when I do the outro, that's what that is. It isn't, I don't literally love you. I don't know you. You can't say you love me.
You're just being honest.
Yeah. You can't say you love me. You love the podcast. You love the entertainment we give to you, right? You love this. You don't know who the fuck I am. At the end of the day, you don't spend enough time with me. Like, let's get real here.
Please don't unfollow.
Don't unfollow me because I said I don't love you. I'm lying. I'm so in love with you. Please take me back. Don't ever leave me. We in this forever, twin.
Bro, we can't afford to lose 200K.
We don't have to lose, Lauren.
Not to be negative.
We're gonna be negative on Instagram and TikTok. That's fucking crazy, man.
Bro, cancel culture is real.
Cancel culture is real, and that's why. Wait, you're making me nervous about the intro now again. I still don't know if I should keep it. Yeah, man. So shout out to Doja Cat for doing that, but she started going out with this fucking like old Vine dude. I forgot his fucking name, and people are fucking getting at her because of it so much for no fucking reason. Like she can't have a fucking preference.
She's so weird to me. I don't.
She's a weird fucking character. I called her out on the previous episode for those fucking demonic pictures and shit like that.
Yeah.
That shit's fucking weird,
She's
man.
all over the place, but good for her. Music sells.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna really affect anything for her in the long run.
Yeah, now people are gonna still stream the music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Without a fucking doubt. Because she's an amazing artist. She does amazing
I mean, plus
music.
it's just followers on social media, and it's like what 200K compared to how many?
She has. Yeah.
Like she's in,
I mean, it's a large number if you look by itself, but
You said
like
she's
relative to
amazing?
like what's already she has.
yeah, like in terms like proportion, like nah, she's fucking fine, bro. Like her 200K to us is like 10. Like
But
it really doesn't. It's not scratching anything.
You said she's amazing. Like top 5?
like in her genre,
Like, right now, yeah.
in her
Pop.
section of music,
Pop.
absolutely.
Interesting take.
That's not even. Some couldn't even argue top 3.
Oh, hell no. But
What? Bitch, I'm a cow.
no.
Hey man, shout out to Doja Cat and stuff like that. thoughts and prayers for the James family.
Oh, thanks for Carly Russell. I'm like, they found her.
Oh no, not Carly. We're about to get on that. Thoughts and prayers to James family. Bronny was taken to the hospital because the young man went into cardiac arrest, which is really wild. I don't think he's even 20 yet, right?
But what does this mean for his career?
He'll recover.
I think he'll recover.
Do you think he's gonna be first pick?
Darman Harlan.
I don't think he was ever going to be first pick.
Oh, okay.
That's a fact.
Okay.
Maybe we're being a little insensitive to his situation right now.
Well, she has a question.
But let's be honest,
I was just answering it.
he was never gonna be the first pick.
Yeah.
Girls of heart attack.
I mean, I was about to say some nut shit. All right. I'll save this joke for off air. Okay. Yo, guys, unless you've been living under a rock, you fucking know what we're talking about and how we're gonna end the podcast with Carly Russell. So quick breakdown, right? Mm-hmm. She's on the side of a highway in Alabama. There's a video of a stroller, right? She posts online. Then she calls the cops. I see a baby with a diaper on, a toddler, and maybe a shirt. She said she was going to stay on the scene until they pulled up. Then she has a phone call with her sister. And apparently there's a bunch of yelling on the phone with her sister. And when the cops pull up, she's not there no more. And 2 days later, she comes back home like nothing ever happened. And she tells police that she was forced into an 18-wheeler truck and taken to a home where a man and a woman told her to get undressed and then took photos of her. They analyzed her phone, right? Because this is the whole investigation, right? Like, why did she disappear?
Yeah, who took you?
And she said she looked up Amber Alerts. She looked up how to take money from a register without getting caught.
My favorite part.
And
the movie Taken.
The movie fucking Taken. Who the fuck are you?
She's like, how am I going to be Liam Neeson?
Carly Nielsen? Like, what the fuck? Taken?
And she's a nursing student. Like, come on.
Bro, 25 years old, disappearing like it's fucking nothing. Have you guys ever disappeared recently?
I wish.
I'll be honest. When I used to work at the previous gym I used to work at, I used to just turn my phone off, disappear for a day or two.
I mean, that's how you are now, bro. Like, I call you, don't even answer. Why even have a phone?
I mean, that's fine, though.
No, it is not.
That's
I'll be outside your house for like 10 minutes.
But I feel like that's not even like a rare occasion or anything like that. It's like, yo, sometimes you just need a mental break. Like, I think the only part where she went wrong is doing all this extra shit.
Oh, yeah. She came back home and was like, oh,
bro,
yeah, someone took me.
If she just turned off her phone for 2 days and didn't answer to nobody, I don't think anybody would have noticed, and I don't think it would have been any problems. Girl, you need to take a break. You go ahead and take a fucking break.
Where did she get the stroller from?
What if
was the stroller even real? Wasn't it?
You saw it in the video?
No, it was.
There was an actual video. I didn't see the video.
I don't know if the video was hers or fucking not, but if it was, like, what if she saw that stroller and then she got inspired and was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna disappear for 2 days, but I'm gonna back this up with a lie in case I gotta go to work."
She's absolutely mentally ill.
It's fucking dumb, and she kept pushing this lie and pushing this lie. Does this say if her parents were in on it too?
They couldn't have been.
I really hope she didn't drag them. She deceived them like that.
No, I don't think they were. Man.
She acted alone and did not have help.
Okay, well, yeah, and then she finally confessed. Said that it was just
a hoax.
And it was for no fucking reason.
Just kidding.
And then her ex fucking boyfriend was on Facebook saying he was blindsided and stuff like that, and that they were generally concerned. Good way to make it about yourself, I guess. You know,
she got me too.
Yeah, I think she got like everybody, bro. Bro, wasn't there like a whole GoFundMe for her to like help aid in the search for her and stuff like that?
I'm seeing her all over Instagram. It was like, find Carly, nursing student gone missing.
But I'm just confused as to like, why did this case specifically get so much attention from all these news outlets? Because I'm reading a stat right now. 30,000 black people in the U.S. go missing. Well, it was at the end of 2022, right? So why this story? Why this
You think
missing
it,
case?
Do you think it was all a ploy? Like they picked this case because they knew it was a hoax.
Because they knew it was a fucking lie. Yes, bro. Because
So
they're
then
trying to
push
discredit this shit.
They push the narrative that
Yes. You see?
we don't need to find these black people
Because they're lying.
no,
They're trying to disappear on purpose.
they're not even missing.
Bro, you see what I'm picking up?
I see.
You see what I'm putting down? You picking up what I'm putting down?
I am picking it up.
Right? Like, it's kind of like, yo, bitch, like, you fucking shit up for the rest of us. You know, the rest of them, us being the people that actually do generally go missing. Like, come on.
If I go missing, guys, it's for real.
That's what I'm saying. If,
Jimmy, you heard that, right?
If I go missing, I'm probably just in my bed. Ask Ro. Like, honestly.
Asleep.
Honest, that's all it is, bro. That's all it fucking is. That happens sometimes. You need to break from people, stuff like that. But then she wants to make a whole big story about it. Now she's discrediting all these other people that are really fucking missing.
Yeah.
Doing all these SOS calls.
Because she Googled that shit and then called about the stroller and then went missing. Right?
Yeah, I don't know the order in the events that happened, but regardless, you put that all into one pot, and it's kind of like that's a crazy ass looking gumbo.
Premeditative.
Premeditated escape.
Yeah.
And my thing is, if you're gonna do this, then don't come back.
Stay missing.
Stay missing. I mean, you can break hearts of your family for sure.
She was like, chill, I got 1 month left in nursing school.
Do you guys think she felt guilty?
I'm seeing all those posts.
Seeing all those posts, all the money fundraised about her, all this big commotion over finding her, and she was like, whatever, I'm just gonna have to face it and come back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. I don't know if she was, think it was gonna blow up that much.
Yeah,
Because everyone was believing that she was gone at first.
everybody.
They found her car. They found a wig in there. They're like, no, a black woman would never leave her wig behind. Like, she has to be missing. Like, everyone was like,
Wait, how does the wig even come off? I don't
exactly.
Like, was a wig
like, she was
actively
snatched. Like, she
had
was
on?
literally snatched. Basically.
Triple entendre, don't even ask me how. Okay, I see you, Lauren. Look at you, you're potting.
Call me potty.
Oh my god. Are you taking a shit because you a potty?
It's gonna catch on. Just wait.
Yeah, I hope not. Man, and I really do feel bad because it's like, you know, all the emotions that everybody probably went through during that time of trying to find her.
Especially her parents, if they really weren't involved.
Especially her fucking parents, bro. Where was she? Did she say where the fuck she was? I don't even think she did.
No, I'm pretty sure the article said they don't have that information yet.
This is like in Alabama, right?
So she just confessed to her doing absolutely nothing. Nothing was wrong, but she didn't give the details yet.
Yeah, I guess so.
But back to what Lauren said, it's like, yes, so I think people had the story from the jump. Mm-hmm. They knew that this was bullshit, but they cannot necessarily admit it was bullshit just yet,
So
because how did they get these facts, right? So the way things work, right? These journalists, these reporters, they know the insides. They know these cops. They know these police chiefs. They know the inside works, right? Mm-hmm. They get their information directly from them for a cut, right? For some pay, right? Like, oh, yo, fess up, here you go, right? Because the point is, as a journalism, is you want to be the first person to the story and have the most accurate story. Because if you have the most accurate and you're the first one and your story blows up, that's your big break that you're looking for. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, they pay somebody out, got all the information, right? But if they give up the story from the jump, then their plug, right, their little rat, whatever you want to call them, now is going to be under question. It's going to fuck up the whole system they got. It's going to fuck up the whole team.
Like, how did you find out?
You tracking, right? You get what I'm saying? So they had to slowly weed it out, and they just had to give attention to the story, right? And the second that it's okay to release all the details and everything they know, boom, there you go. Mm-hmm. And that's what happened. And now it discredits the fucking major problem, the major situation that America's fucking going through.
Exactly. Thanks, Carly.
Thanks, Carly. Fucking.
Hope it was worth
oh,
it.
man. And that's why I'll never go to Alabama, because it's probably nothing to do in Alabama. That's why she just wanted to do that real quick. She's one of the bullshit.
Nothing to do in Alabama.
Nothing to do in Alabama except fucking place a stroller on the side of a highway and call the cops.
Tide.
Bro, the way she described the fucking toddler too, you think a toddler is really gonna be walking on the side of the highway, bro?
Her and the toddler were missing.
What happened to the toddler, bro? Who was taking her or the toddler? I just don't get it. Who's Liam Neeson? The baby's Liam Neeson. No, the baby took him, bro. The baby put her in the trunk.
She used her credit card, bro. They're like, she bought Cheez-Its. Like, how's she missing but bought Cheez-Its?
Oh man. She didn't even fucking try. It was a really bad. Once again, this is why I really think the only reason she came back is because she felt bad. Mm-hmm. She's like, wait, this was supposed to go under the radar. This was not supposed to get blown up.
She came back and then lied about what happened to her. And then they started tracking. They're like, she's like, whoa. Let me like tell you guys the truth now.
Yeah, but this is because she felt bad, but she knew like she was probably scared she'll get into trouble.
She couldn't keep up with the story anymore.
Yeah, so she didn't want it to blow up. She comes back, it's like, oh.
She's just wild. A couple kidnapped me, got me naked. Like, come on. Like, just so many details.
Yo, man, I feel bad for everybody that has to be put through this fucking circus, man. Hey, that goes into saying fucking nurses, period, are fucking nuts. Did you know a recent study came out that people that are nurses are the most to cheat?
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mainly females at that.
I don't see it.
Was there a reason behind that?
2 out of 3.
Cap.
Admitted to cheating.
Cap. Cap.
So the number's probably higher than that. Fucking 2.5.
Bro, you're lying.
No, it's a real study that came out recently.
67% of nurses cheat.
No, admitted.
Okay, admitted to cheating. Mm-hmm. So you're not gonna admit to it if you didn't. So
I think majority of I do think that majority of nurses cheat. Doctors included. I think the medical field are cheaters.
I think blue collar, but what do I know?
Okay, you know all these fucking TV shows about like
doctors
hospitals and shit like that. What is it always like focused around? Them sleeping with each other.
They're supposed to be saving lives.
Right or wrong?
That's just a drama.
That's
saving lives.
Drama. That's not a fact. It's a drama.
Right? But you don't think it comes from certain art imitates life. Right or wrong?
Wrong.
Art imitates life. Right or wrong?
That's right.
Man. Jimmy, do you think this study is very accurate?
Can't
deny that.
Say no. Say no.
I need to know what the reasoning behind the cheating is.
So
why is this large population of nurses cheating? Like, what is driving this?
So through the comments, I didn't read the actual article itself, but through the comments, it was that like, oh, they work these 12-hour shifts and they pour their all into everybody and they spend all this time with all these other people. And like, it's like, oh my God, look at this doctor. He's saving a life. Oh my God. That's what I imagine.
If I had to pick a profession, I would say...
Aren't you going to become a registered nurse?
No.
You see why she's fighting so hard for them now? Mm-hmm. You see?
No, I'm not.
You see?
Just so she can cheat and, think it's
okay. No, we don't. I don't cheat.
I cheated before.
Hey, what happened to Jake? Oh, he caught me cheating on him.
I cheated before nursing school, so it don't count.
You cheated before in nursing school?
I already cheated. So
wait, you put that? Okay. I mean,
that was
unprovoked. You did not share that at all.
We talked about this.
Oh, that you did?
Yeah.
Oh, look, in nursing school.
I'm not in nursing school.
You might as well be.
It's like, wait, so do I classify as a nurse because I did before?
Yeah.
It's like, increase my pay.
I was trying to think of a profession that I would say is the most...
You see, and this completely destigmatizes what you think about athletes because athletes weren't even number one.
I was thinking about
the number one profession wasn't even athletes.
I was thinking about like armed services because there's...
I think there were like 2.
Should be
I saw like a video of like a marriage lawyer. What do you call them? A marriage lawyer? They focus on like divorces and marriages and things like that, prenups, all that shit, right? Mm. And it was like med field, firefighters, military personnel, and then the other 2.
I can see doctors, nurses. I don't know.
They're all in the same building. Who do you think that doctors are fucking?
I feel like
Lauren.
They're
not fucking the patients because that's fucking crazy.
I feel like doctors they work less. Oh, maybe they don't, but like doctors have like a sense of like an ego to them, and they they look.
I feel the same way about nurses. Nurses definitely got even more of an ego.
Nurses to me are just
and
like
I think they have even
bitches.
bigger of an ego because no one values them as much. So they gotta feed themselves. You know, they gotta feed them ego themselves.
I don't know. I gotta see more nurses in my life, I guess. And see how they
I
are.
buy it. I buy it
You
completely.
buy it. You buy it too, Jimmy?
Yeah.
If you had to pick one profession, you're gonna say
Oh, I
nursing.
think teachers was on that list too.
Yeah, with students.
Oh,
Like that's all I've ever heard with the teachers.
what was you gonna say?
No, what
Your profession that cheats the most.
I would definitely agree with what you said earlier about like armed forces or
Okay, yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
police officers.
Now, I've seen it.
Something like along
Yeah, I've
those
seen it.
lines.
Yeah.
for
That
sure.
seems more likely to me than like teaching, nursing.
You know how much cheating you gotta do to be placed above fucking armed forces? That's a whole lot of fucking cheating, dog.
Because
It's
maybe they're not,
crazy.
no, maybe they're not admitting to it. That's the thing.
Because how do you know if no one
Yeah.
ever said yeah? Well, I feel like, I mean, that's why studies are conducted, and that's why you ask a bunch of questions, and then like you ask them like, "Have you ever cheated?" No. It's like, okay, have you ever kissed somebody that isn't the partner that you're with while you're with your partner?
We're talking
And they
about
say yes, and it's like, oh, so you have cheated. You know, so admitting to it and then rephrasing it could be two different things, and maybe that's why.
Or had feelings for somebody other than your partner. Wow.
That's cheating.
Yeah.
Are we about to talk about what constitutes cheating?
Bro, I think.
No, I do not want to go into that conversation. I'll spare you guys. All right. So with that being said, this is the ending of the regular portion of episode 52. Hey, that's a year's worth of podcast. What better way to do it than fucking having Parisse Dawkins on the fucking podcast?
That's crazy.
Yo, a year's worth of potting.
July 25th.
Hell
Years
yeah,
more to go.
man. Hey, yo, that's Christmas in July. Yo, episode 52, a year worth of potting. Here's my gift to you, Christmas in July.
Oh, God.
And another gift is the last interview that we'll be conducting for Heart of the City. And in Heart of the City is August 5th. I don't know what that got to do with anything, but it's coming up. Hey, man, I got the dots for you. You just got to connect them.
Okay.
Bars.
Don't give him his flowers.
That's real crazy.
Why?
Because
You just hate men. Hey, shout out to you guys. Apple Podcast listeners, Spotify listeners, Google Podcasts, YouTube viewership. Hey, shout out to all our potties.
yes.
All
If
right.
you want a new name, put it in the comments below.
Yeah, if you want a new name, please want a new name.
Voters.
Vote for a new name. Give suggestions for a new name. But
Please.
with that being said, we're out of here, y'all. My name's Santino.
Lauren.
Jimmy.
Bye-bye.
Jimbo.
Peace. Well, not known as Jimbo.
No.